My name is Louis Bianco. This is my beautiful service dog over here, Shelby. She just got a bath, so she might lay down. She's a little bit tired. But I wanted to talk to all of the kids out there, everybody in the area. Right now, during COVID, of course, we're seeing a lot of changes with what's going on, in particular with alcohol. For instance, it's a lot easier accessible now. Because you can get it delivered to your house from the restaurant. You get delivered from M.A.D.D, Total Wine and More. A lot of places are running deliveries, Postmates and everything. For our underage people, you are still underage. You still cannot drink. Your brains are still not developed, and we don't want the alcohol to harm your brain while it's still developing and everything. My story, why I'm talking to you about this, is actually I was hit by an underage drunk driver. A young lady decided that she would go out, she would drink for the evening, and she did. And she got in her car, she went out and drove. A lot of the scars that you see on my neck here, on these three fingers here, and this hand here, was actually the result of a drunk driver that hit me and ran. An underage drunk driver that hit me and ran. One of the most important things I do now is I don't let that define me. I don't let it stop me. I do these events, and right now through video services and different things, because we have to stay apart. I actually spoke at the Rim of the Earth High School, which is really, really cool. Beautiful place up there. And I spoke to a lot of you, and I know a few of you young folk had actually heard me and heard my whole story and everything, and I know you were really impacted by it. One of your nice community members and one of the parents, I believe, she actually had gotten a hold of me and wanted me to do a message about this. And even though alcohol right now is so easily accessible, and it really is kind of one of those things that we haven't really been dealing with very much, because everyone wants to go to restaurants. If you want to go to a bar, you want to have a couple beverages. If you're of age, you can do that. Have your fun. They do not enjoy those memories because you may not remember them, depending on the quantity that you drink. But if you are underage, you can have it delivered now to your house, and it's a little bit of a gray area, honestly, and it does leave that thing of now kids can access it, give a fake ID or whatever they're doing. It's that easily accessible thing. And, when you have your friends are pressuring you into it. Let's go drink. You ain't part of the cool crowd unless you're drinking and we're having fun and woo and all this stuff. In all honesty, don't succumb to that. We, as young people, especially me, when I was a young kid, I was in high school and middle school and everything, the peer pressure is very, very difficult. 100%, I agree with that. But we have to find a way that we can overcome that. Far be that if you have to, use your parents as an excuse. Or a friend, say, hey, I've got to take care of a friend right now. Or stand up for yourself. Be that speaker of change within your community, within your group of friends. And just say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm underage. I should not have alcohol. Period. I won't do it. Be that ambassador for change within your school. Be that ambassador for change within your friends. And yeah, you might get some ridicule. Honestly, you might. They might, oh, you're a punk. You're mama's boy. You're daddy's girl. Whatever. Whatever the case may be. But ultimately, the number one thing to remember is: are you safe? Yes. Are you trying to keep your friends safe? Yes. And that's what's most important. Your friends will probably see that and go, maybe I kind of griped at him and I called him names or whatever, but you know what? He was right. And maybe they won't go do it. Especially right now with COVID, try to stay safe. Avoid those big group gatherings, with the parties and everything. That's fun. We're not in school, so I think some schools are kind of doing online learning right now. Me personally, in school, I want to do anything that would get me out of school. But yeah, right now we've got to change. We've got to adapt to that change and evolve with that change. And for me personally, I loved speaking up with you guys and up there, in the rim of the earth, which it really was, because I looked over the side and it was actually foggy that day and it literally went down to nothing and it was a little sketchy. But it was really cool. It's a beautiful area. And we don't want that duty to be tainted by a young person went out, had alcohol, got in that car and drove, and either killed themselves, which I really do not want to ever hear that a young person had drank, went out and drove, and they paid the price and they died. I don't want to hear that. And even more, I don't want to hear that the young person went out drunk, got in the car and drove home, and didn't kill themselves, but killed someone else. And now they're going to jail. And now their life is over, and their parents' lives are over. Because ultimately, now their son or their daughter is now in jail. And secondly, you know, what you don't understand is if you're driving mom's car or dad's car, it's their insurance, it's their car. If you do something wrong in that car, it ultimately will fall on your parents. And then your parents lose their house or can lose their financial stability, which right now during COVID is very, very not stable. And that ultimately is the thing that we need to focus on. It's not just ourselves that are affected by drunk driving and underage drunk driving as well. And secondly, I'll hit a little bit on this, but you know, you can get a DUI not just from alcohol. It can get D from prescription medications, third D, even cold and flu medications. They do affect your ability to drive. You know, when it does say on that bottle, you know, be careful when operating machinery. That would be their warning of like, don't drink this and go out and drive. You know, cold and flu medications make us drowsy. And beyond that, you know, we'll hit a little bit on this, which is, you know, with marijuana, weed, CBD, all those things, they do affect you. And ultimately, again, it falls on be safe. And definitely be safe out there and take care of one another. And personally, it has been a pleasure to speak with you guys yet again. I really appreciate it, the opportunity and everything. I hope everyone does well. Everyone is being safe out there. Shelby, hey, up, get up, get up. Shelby wishes everyone be safe, and you send everyone a kiss. You get a kiss. There you go. Dig slow one from the Shelby. But she does love you, and she wishes everybody be safe out there. Again, my service dog from me being hit by a underage drunk driver, and she does a whole heck of a lot for me, including she got a bath today, so she's a little tuckered out. So she apologizes for her little lazy kiss that she gave you. But thank you, everyone. We appreciate it. God bless. Have a good day. And definitely be safe out there. And if any of you guys didn't get a chance to check it out, we were actually featured, me and Shelby. We're featured on our show, Skin Decision. It's on Netflix. It's episode number 6. Go ahead and check it out. All the other episodes are good as well. But definitely check out number 6 because you'll see somebody that you know, me. And it's a really good episode. It's a great opportunity, which is why my face looks beautiful now. And my smile is perfect. But, you know, thank you so much, guys. You have a great day. God bless.